Welcome back, Mama. What are we talking about today? We're talking about the question that I am asked all the time, pretty often actually. And I feel like I said that I'm asked that all the time. I didn't mean it that way. I've actually tried recording this video that many times where I'm just like, yes. But I'm really excited to talk about the subject. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it out to you. So. We're talking about how can you do it all? How can you homeschool your children, and how can you run a profitable business at the same time? Because it's hard enough to mother your children, let alone homeschool them, and run a profitable business at the same time. So how is that done? How is that possible? And really it comes down to this one thing. Like, I can give a discussion about the systems to have in place and the help to ask for and the boundaries that you need to put in place, like all of the things that we can dive into that in later videos. But really, what it really comes down to, the one thing that will make the biggest difference, and yes, you'll need those other ancillary pieces to really make this work, but without this, none of that even matters, right? The one thing that you need to do is make sure that you are building a business model that can actually sustain what you're trying to create. And what you, my friend, my mama in business, are trying to create is more time and more money simultaneously. Not one or the other, but both at the same time. Because what is one without the other, right? What is time without money to actually enjoy that time? Or not just to go above and beyond, but to meet your basic needs, right? You need money. And if you are a family like we were when I first started my first business, we needed my income. So it wasn't a question of, but you have more time. Great, but I also need money. I can't just have a business that creates time. I need the money so that during that time, I can be at peace and not thinking about, but how am I gonna pay my bills, right? And if you have money but no time to enjoy it, then what's the point of having the money, right? Yes, I guess you'll have security and you're making your basic needs are being met, but are you fulfilled? Are you living a fulfilled life? And so it's about creating the two simultaneously. And the way you can do that is if you create a business model that can actually sustain that, right? That isn't trading your time for money. And also that isn't giving you time, but at the expense of leaving money on the table. Okay, we want to make sure that your business is creating both. And what I find in this space, in this online space, where there are moms who are really passionate about their business and starting businesses and building businesses and getting to six figures, and then kind of just getting stuck, right? And just tapping out at 2K months, at 3K months, at 5K months, but not making it near to those 8K months that convert to a six-figure year or beyond the six-figure year, is because they cannot sustain the way they've built the business. And the business that they've built typically is a one-on-one practice, right? The only offer, or at least the primary offer, the primary way that they make their money is by serving clients one-on-one. For me, that's just a 9 to 5 at home. I can't even I don't want to insult or offend anybody, but I can't even see that as a business, because you are trading your time for money. You are chaining yourself to your desk. It's just, you're able to work a 9 to 5 hours, but from the comfort of your home. And that's not what you signed up for. It's not. Unfortunately, it's what you're hearing out there, right? Get fully booked, sign one client at a time, go until you sign, to full capacity. And what is full capacity? What is the capacity? 10 clients, 15 clients, so that you can reach, 8K, 10K months? That means that if you're doing one-on-one work and you're having one-on-one calls, then at a minimum they're 45 minutes, but let's round up to an hour call, right? For purposes of me not being a math person. You're talking about, if you have 10 clients, 10 hours a week that you have to be just talking to a client, or 15 hours a week. I've heard people that their capacity is 20 clients, and I'm just how are you? So you're sitting at your desk for 20 hours a week working with clients one-on-one? Like, I just can't even fathom that. Like, it's just not what I wanted. It's not what I signed up for. And I feel like I have to say this because I don't want anybody to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not saying like take your clients' money and then don't deliver and don't like, serve them and don't appreciate them and deliver what you said you were going to deliver. I'm saying don't make your capacity 15, 20 people so that you have to be sitting at a desk for 20 hours. Make your capacity for one-on-ones 3 or 5. Or, maybe 7, but you're talking to them like every other week, right? Like, you're not having to sit at your desk for hours and hours a day in a week. Because here's what happens. You need time to work like on your business, not just in your business. If all of your time that you're getting help and that you're having someone watch your kids or that your kids are in school, you're working in your business, like on client work, whether that's on a call or like you have to deliver the work, right? Because you're a social media manager and you're creating all their content for them, or you're doing lead generation for them and you're, engaging with their accounts, their social media accounts, like whatever that looks like. If the majority of your time allotted towards work is client work, then how are you actually going to scale beyond whatever it is that you're making today? It's going to make it a lot harder and it's going to take a lot longer. And the good news is you don't have to do that because we don't just have to serve our clients one-on-one. And contrary to popular belief, a one-to-many program, a group program, a mastermind, a course is not less than. And I feel like that's the first place we need to start, is talking about the fact that you are the constant. Whether you are serving them one-on-one or you are serving them in a group program, you are the constant. And if you're going to deliver your best in a one-on-one setting or in a group setting, they're going to get your best and they are going to get the result that they signed up for. And managing the result, right, and limiting the result to be very specific to whatever this group program is going to help you show up confidently and sell it, right? So we're not trying to sell our one-on-one package in a group container, right? But we're taking a piece of it and we're packaging it up and saying, this is step 1, and I'm going to help you in a group format create step 1. And once you've created step 1, then we can move on to step 2 in this next container, right? And that's like a whole nother discussion about like what our product suites can look like. But basically, I want for you to understand that an offer that serves many people at once is not less than your one-to-one, because you are the constant in both. And honestly, there's times where I feel like a group program actually is more result driven and our clients see better results when they're in a group setting than when they're working with us one-on-one, for many reasons. One being that we're working towards a specific result when we're in a group program, where one-on-one, we're very much tackling like problems as they come up, and we can get sidetracked and we can deviate from the course, where if we're in a course, we know the map, like we're following the map. But again, that's another video. What I want to encourage you to do here is ditch the one-on-one practice that you've been growing, that you've been building, and start to see and open up your mind to the possibilities of one-to-many offers. What are the other ways that you can serve your people, your clients, your audience, so that you're not just working with people one-on-one? Those are the offers that are going to allow you to create time and money simultaneously, because you're not exchanging your time for money, right? You're showing up to one call, but you're serving 5, 10, 15 people at once. And so they're getting what they came for, and they are feeling very taken care of and very served, and you are delivering, but you're not having to serve 15 people one at a time. And trust me that there is content and there's a message and there is a lesson that you can deliver to a group of people at one time that still is going to allow them to get the results that they're looking for. And I can already hear you thinking like, yeah, but it depends on where they're starting. It really doesn't, because they all want the same end goal. And if you tell them, if you want to achieve the end goal, there's these 3 steps that you have to go through to get there, then we're all starting at step 1. And so they may have to have some like similar situations and factors, but essentially it's just that they all want the same end goal. So as long as you're clear on what that end goal is and the process to get someone to that end goal, you can serve more than one person at one time and stop trading your time for money. You want to create both time and money simultaneously. So for me, when people are like, how can you do it all? It's because I have built a business that doesn't trade time for money, but also doesn't have me getting more time while leaving money at the table, right? At the expense of money. I'm creating both. I have a business where I can serve many people at once. I have an amazing membership where every person in that membership loves being a part of that membership. I check in with them. I offer them amazing trainings and masterclasses. I give them personalized feedback. It's an amazing community, by the way. If you want to check it out, I will drop the link in the comments in the section below. But you want to make sure that your business is creating time and money simultaneously, because that's how you're going to be able to do everything, right? There's no magic trick. There is no potion for you to take. There is no freezing time. There is no like, oh, give me the hacks. The hack is this. The hack is create a business that can actually help you further your real goal. And your real goal is to be able to be the kind of mom that you want to be. I'm not going to define that for you. For me, it's the kind of mom that can homeschool my children. It's the kind of mom that can take my kids to the park in the middle of the week. It's the kind of mom that just is able to plan her work around her children instead of trying to plan her children around her work. And if you're watching this video, I have a feeling that you are that same kind of mom. And even if you're like, I don't want to homeschool my children, I just want more time for them. Again, same advice, right? Whatever you want to do with that extra time. For me, it's homeschooling my children. But what I want to really just, like, the point here is if you want more time to do the things that you love, to spend with the people that you love most, then it's essential that you create a business that is generating both time and money simultaneously. When I sign a client, I want to not only just be depositing money into my account, I want to be depositing time back into my life. Like, if I'm not doing both of those, then there's a problem. And again, it doesn't mean that you can't have one-on-one clients. You just don't want the primary source of your income coming from one-on-one clients, because then you have to sign 10, 15, 20 clients. And at the end of the day, I know you don't want to be sitting at your chair, at your desk for 10, 15, 20 hours, and then not having time to grow and scale your business to the heights that you actually want to achieve. So start thinking about this. How can I start pivoting, right? How can I restructure my business so that it's not just creating money, but creating time and money simultaneously? Go and get it done. You got this, mama.